Hi, I'm Angela Martin and welcome to number 73 High Chapperal Road in Kuranda. This is a gorgeous little 3-acre property that is phenomenal value for money. It's private. We're at the end of a north through road. It has a permanent creek and it has that looked like about 8, didn't it? It's got 3 houses on it. Now, that's just going to be perfect for the extended family, perfect if you run a business or you would like to build or work from home, or you would like some additional income through rental or Airbnb. Just marvelous. This is going to be your new home and we're going to go in and we're going to have a good look. Isn't this beautiful garden? You'll get the sense as we walk around that there is plenty of breathing space, even though we've got our 3 buildings or 3 houses. So we'll go through and we'll talk about the history of each of them, just so that you have got pretty much as much information as you need if you are currently interstate and cannot travel. So we've come past the shed house and we're going to start with the main house on the land. Now, big entertaining deck. What I really love about this is the fact that we've got some like undercover outdoor living, but we don't have the bright sun coming through because this is it's sort of shady coloured, if you like, and we are steel framed. We love that sound, especially in the wet tropics, because little critters will not eat steel. And the house is a block house, so we've got, again, super duper low maintenance, but come on through. This is magic. It's cool. It is seriously cool in here. Even though we're in the winter's day, you can actually, I know that you can't feel these things, but you can feel the coolness as soon as you come through. It's quite beautiful out in the sparkles. So a little bit of orientation. Mine house would have been built somewhere in the early 90s. It is block, so again, keep talking about this low maintenance issue. We have about 3 bedrooms, a bathroom and a laundry in the hallway. But the key to this particular house is that it has solar power, solar hot water, it's fully screened, fantastic entertainment deck at the front. We've also got a lovely paved area at the back. And if we go around this direction, we have a fireplace. Now, I know that we live in the wet tropics and the glorious rainforests of far north Queensland, but in the winter, oh, it's just fabulous, even if it's only for 1 month or for 2 months of the year, to actually have a glorious fire. You can just imagine sitting here, cup of tea, relaxing in the morning, relaxing at the end of the day. Not you'd actually do that outside, but that is dreamlike. We're going to have a bit of a quick walk through this house. You know that I love kitchens, and one of the key things that you normally do when you move into a house is you renovate the kitchen. So you don't have to do that. We have got lovely bench tops, plenty of cupboard space, and we've got original, you just love the original coloured glass doors. We can walk in and out of there, and of course the equivalent of almost like a little butler's kitchen. You could put your, there's PowerPoint there, so you can put your microwave or your coffee making facilities, just plenty of space. So let's have a quick look through into the bedroom area. So we've got laundry in here. Again, we've got the same splashback, same colours, and rendered rendered block on the walls, and then we've got bedroom, bedroom, bedroom. So just pop your head in there. And then at the end of the corridor, you've just been into your third bedroom. We've got a separate toilet. And in this room, we have a very original bathroom. Deep tub, vanity, and of course, we've still got that lovely screened window and door that opens out onto that entertaining spot. So I'm going to meet you just at the back of the property. And this is the back of the house. Now, I know that when you sometimes having a look at just gardens and houses, you're just not quite sure 100% where things are. Behind us, and we'll look at that in just next in a minute, is another little house, a little baby cottage. But come on round this way and you will see the gardens are glorious. You know, everybody knows that I love gardens, but we have another really big outdoor entertaining space. So irrespective of which way the weather is, irrespective of which way the sun is coming up or going down, you have under cover. And again, block and cement in the wet tropics is a very big best friend. And this paving it's fabulous. It's rustic, easy to clean. You could put up your sofa, you could put up a hammock, you could sleep out here if you wanted to, beautiful and cool. But look at the palm trees. Look at these gorgeous things. They're just about to flower. And again, little nooks, little areas where you can relax. You know, your table and chairs here, little candle, or it could be a kid's play area. And speaking of which, we have got a real cute little cubby house with all the magical pastels. Kids would love this, purple and blue and turquoise and yellow. And just have a quick look up in there for all the children who are watching. Wasn't that a magical little cubby house? Quick little bit of orientation just in terms of where the properties are in relation to each other, because you look at a map and you don't know, you look at photographs and you don't know. So we have just come from the cubby house, back of the main house, and then over there you'll see the two-story shed house flat studio on that side, and then over here we have got little baby cottage. So we're going to walk through the garden and I'll meet you just outside. The original cottage, little house, flat, accommodation, whatever you want to call it, is actually an original. This was the original building on the 3-acre block of land, and it was a 1960s build where the caretaker who would live here and look after the orchard. So, yep, your little ears have pricked up. There are lots of fruit trees everywhere on the property. And around the back we've got some big veggie areas, no veggies in it, and we've got some little sheds, and our entrance down over here to the permanent creek, we will just poke our head through and you can have a bit of a little look. So the accommodation living room, kitchen area, and 2 other rooms, as I said, would just be perfect for Airbnb or for rental. So just pop your little head in and have a sneak peek. And hopefully you can see as well that we have a sort of stepping of the land, the highest point where we came in, and then the main house sort of in the middle tier, and then the original caretaker's cottage just where we sit at the moment. But round about, well, if you can imagine, in the 60s, there would have been all these little sheds and outhouses and self-sustainability with chickens, etc. And we have the remnants there of the old little baby sheds. And this section too absolutely would be perfect for veggies. Now, it's been used for all sorts of things, I think, at the moment. Little burn patch, your palm fronds, little bits of hay, but all fenced, perfect for starting those tomatoes, corn. You could actually put anything you wanted in it. And of course, the area behind this little fence is part of the property, and then down that way we can also get down to the permanent creek, but we're going to head back up to that original shed house. We just can't help ourselves. We are actually heading back up to the shed property, but look at this. We've got glorious, glorious, glorious red flowering lovelies on that tree. And I mentioned about orchard, fruit tree, star apple tree, another big fruit tree, kumquat tree. They are just dripping with fruit everywhere. So I go on about the self-sustainability lifestyle. This property really has the ability for you to do that. You could grow all your own veggies. There's enough accommodation for people to come stay and help if that's what you wanted. But as I said, it's all about the flexibility and the choice. So, these are real healthy looking trees. Sometimes you see trees that are a little bit spindly, but very, very, very healthy. And of course, we've got the tropical part, cactus, lovely liliotrop, and ooh, this one looks nice. Very nice. So, back to the original part of the entrance. So, this started off life as the garage, 3-bay garage, think garage, for the main house over here. So, we had the original cottage, and then the main house would have been built with the garage. So, what's happened is it has been built up into a 2-story flat, and we have plenty of space. I mean plenty of space for, could be workshop, could be a gym, as I said, could be working from home, it could be family and friends stay, you could just rent it, or the teenagers could just do whatever they wanted up in the rumpus area. But before we have a look, we've also still got plenty of space undercover for your cars. So we'll go in this way and we'll explain what's happening as we go through. So the original part of the garage, obviously the doors are still here, has been set up as a workshop. And again, it's block. So we have cement, which just makes the maintenance easy. But this is, as I said, could be a workshop. This could be any outdoor, indoor gardening area if you wanted it to be. And so you imagine that we've got the little door entrances that have got walls sheeted to give all these individual creative spaces. In here, well, this could be an entrance. You know, if you had your business from home, again, this is all concrete. This could be a reception area. But this is a magic big room. You could do anything in here. This could be yoga. This could be art studio. This could be office if you, as I said, were working from home. But it really is big and it's open and it's bright. And we have got plenty of natural light. Let's head upstairs and I'll show you up there. So this is what this building is all about. If you have a look over here, you've got mountains, you're overlooking the orchard, you're overlooking green grass, and that whole section down over there is actually still part of this property. So think of this as a shed on steroids. Would you repaint it? You probably would. Would you put another colour on it? You probably would. But this is about the flexibility to do with what you will. You know, this again, it's not wood, so it's not going to rot. And you have got this fabulous little balcony overlooking that. Really glorious views. And of course, we've got the main house. We can see here the solar panels. We can see the solar hot water. And we can see where we have the colour bond shaded roof just under that big main patio. And then over the other side we have got, of course, the caretaker's cottage. Enjoy the peace and quiet. We'll have a bit of a quick look round and then we're going to do a wrap up. I really hope you've enjoyed this little short film of number 73, High Chapperal in Kuranda. So a little bit of a quick baby wrap up. I mentioned at the beginning about phenomenal value for money, and hopefully now you can see that 3 acres of parkland, infrastructure, 3 houses, flexibility to work from home, flexibility to have all your family here, the flexibility to earn some extra income with that rental or Airbnb really is a reality. And you could choose whichever combination you would want to either live in or rent out all 3 and pay off your mortgage way quicker than you would if you were going out and actually working for a living. So at this point in time in Australia, not being able to travel, uncertainty, we really do have a brilliant opportunity to earn some extra dollars, or for the family to you know, put together and actually have 3 very different independent lifestyles and enjoy still peace and quiet, as I said, we're at the end of a North Road road. You cannot hear anything, and you are not very far from Kuranda village, which has your supermarket and your medical centre and your post office, and of course all the way down to Smithfield, or commute to Cairns. So give me a call, Angela Martin, 0403 788 187. Visit the website AngelaMartin.com.au. You're going to fall in love with your brand new property.